I'm back in Excel, and this time I'm going to look at one of my categorical variables. So let's go to our data copy and let's perhaps go to chest pain type. So I'm going to click on chest pain type. That would be C1. I'm going to hold down Shift Command down arrow, and all of those values are selected. Remember, if you do have gaps, empty cells, you'll have to do it manually. Let go of the command or control key. Just holding down Shift and go down arrow until you've selected everything. I'm going to do Control C or Command C. And there we go. See the marching ants, all my data selected. I'm going to go to a brand new sheet, and I'm going to do back to the home. I'm going to go paste. I'm going to do, this time it gives me something slightly different. If you see this drop down, just do paste values. And there we go. I'm just going to go between the B and C, double click there. So I have a little bit of a broader view of column number 1, so I can see chest pain type. And so let's go down to the sheet, and I'm going to call this chest pain type. So I know the sheet that I'm working on at the moment. Now this is a nominal categorical variable. One of the easiest things to do is just to change this right now into a table. You can do that, but it's not absolutely necessary. So what are we going to do here? I'm going to click on chest pain type, A1, Shift Command or Shift Control down arrow, just select everything that is available. And then I'm going to go to Insert, and now I'm going to hit Pivot Table. So let's build a pivot table. Now automatically there you see everything's already selected for me. Select. It's all done, but I want the results to be in the existing sheet. So I'm going to click existing sheet, and it's asked me, well, where do you want it? I'm going to click on that little button right at the end, and then let's select C1. You can put it anywhere on the sheet you want. And then I'm going to click OK. And now we have the ability to create a pivot table. So what do we want to do with categorical data? Now, really the only thing that we do with the categorical data is just to count the different unique elements that is in that variable. So that sample space, the values that made it from the sample space that made it into our data set, we just want to count the frequency of each of those. So on the right hand side, you'll see the pivot table. Because I'm doing univariate analysis, all I see is chest pain type. There's only that one column there. So I'm going to grab and hold it with my mouse, and I'm going to drag it down to rows. And see, it's right inside the rows block there, and I'm going to let go. And now look what's happened to my pivot table. It says, well, I found 4 unique values in this variable. There's only 4 sample space elements, unique values in this variable. There's ASY, it's actually asymptomatic, so those people without chest pain, and there's atypical pain, and non-angina pain, and I think transient angina there. So that is the 4 different values that occur there. So it's found those for me. That's brilliant. But now I want to calculate something for each of those. So I'm going to go down on the right hand side to pivot table again, click and hold on this chest pain, and I'm going to drag it down, hold down, drag it down to values. And what I want to do is click on that little I button for information, and I can choose what kind of evaluation I want Excel to do. And what I want now is just the count or the frequency, because this is a nominal categorical variable. So I'm going to click OK, and there we can see immediately the frequency. And we can immediately then see that 496, that is the mode for this variable. So that is the one and only summary statistic that we're really interested in here for this nominal categorical variable with 4 levels or 4 categories. And that would be the mode. The asymptomatic subjects, they were in the lead. They were just, there was just the most of them. And now I'm just going to close this. That is the only summary statistics that I really want for now as far as my categorical variables are concerned.